All right. 7 horrific Tinder matches gone horribly wrong. Yo, big screen. If you're still on Tinder in 2025, you are a certified loser. Check it out.
Marissa was 23 years old when she matched with who she thought was a 25-year-old guy from town named Luke. The two were chatting on Tinder and seemingly hitting it off, so they exchanged numbers. After texting for a while talking about music and sports, the chat shifted to a more sexual tone. Marissa was on Tinder looking for casual sex.
Oh, Marissa. Trying to get her rocks off. Trying to get her Roxy proxies. See? What you seek, you shall reap. And you reek.
And when this topic came up, Luke said he was looking for the same thing.
Wow.
After chatting for a while longer, Luke suggested Marissa come by to his house since he has the place to himself. Interestingly, Luke didn't give an address until after he asked Marissa what area she's from. And when she did, he gave an address that was conveniently close to her, walking distance as a matter.
We're in the middle of the suburbs. Plus, I'm not going to murder you in my parents' house.
Now, brothers and sisters, did y'all see what this filthy, dirty ass nigga just did?
Matter of fact. Before agreeing to come over to Luke's house, though, she requested they have a phone call first. The two had a phone call, and Luke sounded like a normal, young guy.
Stop. When you're horny looking for sex, everybody sounds normal. Everybody sound normal. Everybody's a cool candidate. Because you're horny. You'll take anything.
They joked around on the phone for a bit, until Marissa was comfortable enough to agree to go over. Deciding to go early, just to pass the house and scope it out first, Marissa walked about 10 minutes through the neighborhood until she got to the block.
Huh?
It was late at night, so a lot of houses had their lights off, and there were no cars out on the road. Marissa passed the house and noticed 2 cars in the driveway and a car parked in front. All the lights were out. It didn't look like a house with just a guy alone. This was already a red flag, so she went back down the block and texted him, "I'm almost there." He replied, "Oh, you're early. Almost ready, walk slow." Marissa was getting bad vibes.
Wait. She walked to this nigga crib?
So she started slowly inching back in the direction of her house, at a pace that allowed her to stall a bit longer for a reply from Luke confirming that she was okay to come in.
They stayed in the same neighborhood? What the fuck?
But suddenly Marissa heard a car approaching the intersection down the block behind her. She turned to see a white van with no headlights on, turning onto the street. Marissa ran to hide behind the side of a house, and she watched as the van parked on the side of the road. The van just sat there, nobody got out. It was parked a few houses away from the given address. Then, Marissa got a text from Luke, saying, "Okay, I'm ready. Let me know when you're on my block, I'll come out." Marissa turned and started running down the block, inconspicuously though, making sure to stay close to the houses she passed and not on the sidewalk or close to the street. She ran most of the way home and blocked the number, also reporting the Tinder profile. Just to be on the safe side, Marissa and her mother went to the address the Luke person gave, and the woman who opened the door denied even having any sons.
Whoa.
Marissa and her mother went to a police station to report this incident, just so that the authorities could be aware of it and link any future reports to it as well.
Right.
By the sound of it, due to Marissa's cautiousness, she narrowly avoided being abducted by the driver of that van.
Oh my gosh.
This was the Tinder match between a guy named
Tinder threesome gone wrong.
Chaz and who he thought were 2 girls around his age. This is how the conversation went. "My friend and I think you're really cute. I hope your friend is also a girl, lol. She is silly. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Where are you ladies from?" Then they share their locations, which aren't far. The other profile asks, "Are you busy tonight?" "Yes, I am. I'll be hanging with you 2.
Easy, easy. Easy 1, easy 2.
"Yes, want to come around 10? "Yeah, where do you live?" "Wait, actually our parents are both home. Want to meet at the park? We can find a place to hang there.
What the fuck?
I guess we can do that. My parents are home too. Damn. What time should we meet there? 10? Yes. Okay, what are your numbers? Let's just message on here until we meet.
Oh, hell
Damn,
no.
I see how it is. Gotta earn your trust. Yes, we're heading over now, okay? Okay, Sam, I'll probably be there like 10:10. Okay, perfect. Where exactly in the park do you want to meet? We can meet by the statue on the dirt path. It's like a dog walking path. No one will be there this late. Then we could find a better spot from there together. Okay, I looked it up. I think I know how to get there. I'll message you when I'm there, okay? Okay. Chaz then arrives to the destination in the park, and he sends a message saying he's here. He follows it up with, "This is kind of creepy, are you guys here?" This was the last message he sent the profile before it unmatched him, and then he was left alone in the woods in the park on a dirt path completely void of any people. Chaz knew at this point that he had been tricked, but he didn't know just yet if he was just pranked or if he had walked into a trap. But then he started to hear noises in the woods, like the snapping of twigs and leaves on the ground, indicating he was being watched. He already had his phone out, using it as a flashlight to navigate his way to the agreed meetup point. So at this point, he decided to start recording for his own protection. This was the footage he captured.
And why are you not back in the car? Oh, Lord.
In this footage, you can easily see that as he pointed his light into the woods where he heard another sound, it revealed someone in the woods, who then started to run out from the trees and chase after Chaz. While running, Chaz stopped recording to turn off the flashlight, then ran into the trees to hide. He started recording again when he thought he had lost the person chasing him. He kept recording the rest of his way out of the park and back to his car to have video evidence of anything in case of a worst case scenario. Luckily, Chaz made it back to his car and home in one piece. He tried reporting the profile to Tinder just based off the screenshots he took, but Tinder got back to him saying they're unable to find any profiles that match the description or pictures. Chaz was obviously not wise to enter a suspicious situation like this. The other profiles' refusal to give their number, as well as meeting anyone for the first time in a park by the woods at night where nobody else would be around, are two major red flags that this was some kind of trap. He was lucky to have gotten away.
Bizarre Tinder request.
The girl who submitted this to me wasn't the one to match this profile.
Link is working
Rather,
now.
it was her friend Maddie.
What's that?
The profile was titled Invincibles, and it claimed to be some guy, or rather a pair of people, including this Chelsea person, who would pay someone to kick the man in the picture in his groin. This is the story in the girl's words.
What the fuck?
One of my best friends, a girl named Maddie, was on Tinder one day when she stumbled upon this account. It was supposedly dedicated to finding people to kick a guy in the groin for
after this video,
$50 and $100. Of course, my friend, needing money because of the pandemic and such, swiped right on him. He quickly messaged.
You on your PC? Yeah, put it in here and pin it. Yeah, pin it.
Her back that there were several people involved in this, including a girl named Chelsea. We're not sure if they were even actually real to this day. We live in a small town in Pennsylvania. This account was listed in a couple towns over in Clearfield.
I'll be real.
My friend Maddie was of course a bit skeptical about this, so she messaged me so that she could come have some sort of backup when she went to do this. The account stated that they were doing this for a YouTube video, and the guy who was spoke a few times in there. They continued to talk about life after high school. Then they escalated to talking about linking up somewhere and chatting in person. They agreed to meet in a nearby parking lot behind a strip mall where nobody goes at night. Probably to a lower floor, resulted in her falling from the balcony to her death. Gable, who was 20.
I don't really like this video, y'all. I don't like this video. It's not like too much in it. I don't really like this video though. And I like most of Mr. Nightmare videos, but this one probably not gonna be uploaded. But yeah, that's all y'all get.